Matt, I guess just talk a little bit about how you guys kind of get refocused after last week and as you look forward to this week. What do you guys need to do? How do you park this stuff?
Well, 24 hours is up, so it's already been parked. What we got to do is come in this week and prepare like we do every week and execute better. West New England is a good football team, just like every other team in the Valley. So, I mean, no game will be an easy game. So what we got to do is park it, which we've done, and then come back and refocus this next week.
Is it tough? I mean, these guys are coming in on a 6-game losing streak. Does that get into the back of your head, or do you have to like go around to some of the other guys on defense and say, hey, listen, these guys can do, put some points up?
Well, like I said, every team in this conference is a tough team. So regardless of their record, it doesn't mean anything to us. We don't look at it like that, So they got some good players on their team, and we got a game plan to stop them. And so that's what our goal is this week, is to how to beat SIU regardless of what their record is, because they're a good football team.
That third down conversions in Saturday's game, I mean, it's got to be frustrating out there when those guys, get a third down and get the first down. How do you fight that frustration out there?
They're on scholarship just like we are, and obviously our goal is to get off the field on third down, and we didn't do that. And so that's what we got to focus on this week, how to get off the field on third down and get the ball back to the offense, because I think that's one of the things that hurt us on Saturday. And so our goal this week is to get off the field, and every week get off the field on third down and get the ball back to the offense.
Pass defensive wise, you guys are ranked right now. It's last in the conference. Do you feel like you guys are better than that? Do you feel like you've been better than that?
Well, actually, we know we're better than that, and so we don't. I actually didn't know that we were last in the conference. I mean, that doesn't matter to us, and we don't look at that. That doesn't bother us at all. We know how good we are, and we know how good of a football team we are. So that stats and rankings and all that doesn't matter to us. We don't look at it or pay attention to it. We just try to go out and win every game that we play in and be a great defense together.
Hornets are going to CJ. What do you think? District opener.
Well, obviously, I got to pull for my Hornets. I'm hoping they can go down there and pull it out. We'll see them.
With defense, we've reached kind of the point in the season where the leaders have kind of started to step up for the team. But one who's been around for a few years now is McNeese. Talk about what he brings to that defense as a personality and as a player.
Well, McNeese is one of those guys I enjoy talking to. He's a guy that I can go to if I need a little bit of humor, I could say. And obviously, I know everybody knows about McNeese. He's a captain on this team. He's a leader, and I think he shows that on the field as well as off the field. And obviously you guys don't see what we see, but he's just a great guy to be around. And I'm sitting here laughing, talking about him, because I mean he's a funny guy as well. So he's one of those guys that I love to be around. That's a great teammate, and that's going to bring leadership each and every day.
Would you say he's the funniest guy on the team?
I probably got to give it to him. I think I got to give it to him. He's probably the funniest guy on the team. So.
What's he do that's funny? Jokes or?
Just McNeese being McNeese. He didn't even have to do anything. You can just walk by him and you got to laugh just because it's him. So he's just one of those type of guys.
How critical is this game? You look at second to last home game, who you've got on the schedule at the end of you come to the end of the thing. How is this game more important than any other game to try to get that win and try to push yourself above 500 for the season?
I don't necessarily know. I don't necessarily think we could say it's more important. I think every game is important, obviously, but this is a big game for us. I mean, obviously, we want to go out and win and kind of, make our playoff run a little bit easier, to say, I guess. But I don't think it's more important. We got 4. We don't look ahead, obviously. We take one game at a time, and we got 4 more. But obviously, yes, this game is a big game, and we definitely need to win it.
Yes. So we want to know, what does it mean for you?
A little bit about being able to bounce back from what happened on Saturday, just a rebound, get refocused, get kind of where you need to be for this Saturday game against the Salukis.
Oh, for sure. There's a lot of things we obviously need to change in terms of execution, but I think that's every team week to week. So win or loss, I think those are kind of things that we always focus on. In terms of having to bounce back, I think it's just us coming back focused on the week, on the task at hand. We can't take them lightly. We can't take anybody lightly, but especially after a loss like that, it really makes you realize how hard you have to play, I guess. That's the best way to put it.
They kind of took the running game away from you offensively. Do you take that on yourself, and what do you guys need to do this week in preparation to try to get that facet of the game back?
Every time the offense does not perform where we want to, I always take it upon myself. So the big thing is, as an offensive line, we have to play better. As a team, we have to play better, but As offensive line, I want to be on every guy, telling them 100%. We have to be 100% mentally focused, 100% physically into the game. So really, when it comes down to the run game, it is really on our back, and same with the pass game. But it's really just desire to really dominate. So I mean, I think all the guys understand that, and I think last week he got away from us, but it won't happen again.
How important is this game? You hear me ask Matt that too. You got a team that coming in here on a 6-game losing streak. You desperately, guys, would like to get another win here, second to last home game. Is there more importance on this one than the other ones, or is it just the way it falls if you take it 1 week at a time?
It's really just how it is. I mean, 1 week at a time for us. I wouldn't say this game was any more important than North Dakota State. I mean, they're all great teams. Every week, this conference throws is a whole other battle at you. So if you say we take them lightly and then the following week it falls back on us because we didn't get better as a team. So I definitely won't say that it's a more important week for us, but every week is 100% what we need to focus on.
Is it after what happened Saturday against the Leathernecks, does it keep you from looking past these guys?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think we got a little too lax. I think that's the best way to put it. Not even just taking practice lightly, because I think everybody said practice hard, but I think execution is where we kind of fell off. And I think this week we have to focus on execution, so it doesn't happen again.
Seeing a defensive line like you did Saturday, I mean, even though it wasn't the best performance, you still feel like you can see in film and get better. And what are some of those things that you guys are going to try to move at?
Oh, definitely. I mean, every play that we had, I mean, we saw what we did wrong. It wasn't no matter what they did, it was 100% of what we did. So we have to take that upon ourselves to say, like, okay, how can I be better next time? How can I block better against this guy? I mean, they have one of the best D-lines we're probably going to see in the country. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, we got beat, but, I mean, we know we